Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of a movie called Dope. I've been hearing a lot of amazing things about this film ever since it premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. Tonight I got to go with my friends over at We Love Film. Some had seen the film already, but for me, it was the first time. And I was really excited because I heard so many incredible things about this film. And I liked the trailers to the movie, and I liked that it was delving back into what life was like for kids in the 1990s, specifically kids in Inglewood, as they were dealing with their society and the music that they love, the hip-hop world. But I got something I didn't expect when I saw this film. I didn't expect what it was actually really about. And I'm not going to go deep into the plot because I don't want to spoil anything in this review, but what I will say is it's a movie that's modern. It's centered in today's world, but the kids that we follow through this weird, incredible, strange journey are obsessed with the 90s, specifically the hip-hop world, all the music that came out in the 90s. And we get to meet these three kids who are dealing with their surroundings. They're about to graduate from high school and go on to their futures, but they have kind of two different futures. Either they can go down one route or take another route. And so they're contemplating many ideas, but their true love is the culture and the style and the music and everything that the 90s had to offer, specifically to the world of hip-hop. And I didn't expect that at all. I thought I was seeing a 90s movie. That was quite a surprise. There's some other things that happen throughout the film that I'm not going to spoil in this review because as a film, I really don't want to spoil too much. But what I will say is that I really loved this film. It does have some issues that makes it a perfect movie, but I just really enjoyed this film. The characters in this movie are so likable and very interesting. I sympathize with the main character. His name is Malcolm in this movie, and I really cared about the situation he was getting into. And this was a film that, you know, I expected one thing, I got another, and when it came to the plot, I never knew exactly where it was going. It was very unpredictable. I cared about what this film was trying to say, and that's what's so important. There is a message to this film, and for me, it was clear and sometimes and unclear at other times. I was a little lost when it came to the message. That's kind of maybe my only issue that I take with this film the most is some of the unevenness and the pacing when it came to what this film was ultimately about. But the film has a message, which is important. I like movies that have a message, but I want to be enlightened and I want to be entertained. When it's a comedy like this film, I want to laugh. I want to care about what's going on. And this film does a great job at being entertainment first and have a message second. A good and important message, but not something that's hammered into your face, telling you what to think, preaching to you, whether it's to the choir or some people that may not seeing eye to eye with this situation. That's what I really enjoyed this film. There was a movie that came out. I'm not going to go in great detail about that film, but what I will say is Dope is everything that dear white people wanted to do and failed miserably. Dope succeeds at what that film fails at. That film tried to have a message first and then sprinkle a little bit of entertainment that came off pretentious. And I felt like I was being preached to about something that is important, but you didn't entertain me first. You didn't give me something to enjoy first. You just gave me a message. And I didn't like that movie at all. But with Dope, it does everything right in that capacity of entertaining you. You get this interesting journey of these kids as they are trying to survive, to hopefully find success in their life, make the right choices. They have to make a lot of wrong choices to get to the right choices, but that's what makes the movie so interesting. Great soundtrack. If you love hip-hop music, specifically of the 90s, I'm not the biggest fan or the aficionado when it comes to that, but I love hearing all that kind of music again. It reminded me of my time in the 90s, even though I was mainly into alternative rock and heavy metal, movie music always, a little bit of hip-hop, not that much. But I like that these kids, what an interesting idea that these kids are centered in today's world with all the technology we have, the phones and the TVs and the movies and everything. and they appreciate the past. And I really thought that was very interesting and cool, that they appreciated where their forefathers came from. I mean, as a kid, well, as a teenager, I loved the music of the music I was listening to of the day, but I also appreciated the classic rock of early times, and also like classical music from Mozart and all that stuff. I really dug all that stuff when I was growing up. What else can I say about this film? I thought this was a first-time filmmaker. To my surprise, the director has made many films throughout the 2000s and the 90s, and that was a shocker. Not saying the movie was bad or anything in that aspect. It just, I thought this was a first-time filmmaker. They were exploring new things, and you know, trying to get their message out there in a funny and entertaining way, and not knowing that this filmmaker has been around forever, trying to work in the business, in the Hollywood scene, and also tell compelling stories. And during the Q&As, we met the actors and the director. It was very interesting as he was telling his journey of trying to get Dope out into the world, and studios just trying to change things and not make the movie that he wanted to make. So the only way he could make the movie he wanted to make was to do it in the indie capacity. The cast is great. Of course, there are some knowns, including Forrest Whitaker, who plays the narrator, and Zoe Kravitz, who plays kind of a love interest to the main character. But the unknowns, which I don't really know all their names right now, I've seen them in other things before, some popular things, some not. They were great. They were so likable, very interesting. I cared about them. I sympathized when in the journey that they were taking with this film. Also, what's very interesting, yeah, the movie's very funny. There's so many outrageous, crazy moments you would see in a slapstick comedy. But the movie also takes risk and really tries to tell this movie truthfully, especially in the setting, it being centered in Inglewood and all the gang relationships and school situation, and the choices the kids have to make, whether will they go the drug route, or will they really study hard and go to school? Because these kids, they're geeks. They don't belong in almost any place. They don't belong with the gangs, and they don't belong with the popular kids. They're kind of in their own centered little world. And that's what made them so interesting as characters as this film went along. What else did I liked the way the movie looked. I loved the energy it had. I liked the supporting cast as well as the stars of the film. There's probably some other people that were in the movie that I just did not recognize that were in the movie that maybe some other people will recognize. And on top of this, the characters in the film also are part of a band, and a lot of the music was created by Pharrell. So the music's really good. I bet the soundtrack's going to kick some butt. Hopefully it infuses the new music and the old music and creates a big soundtrack. I think this movie is great. Yes, it does have some of its issues, some of its flaws, but overall, completely entertaining from beginning to end. And it would not surprise me if this film becomes a classic 10, 20 years from now. It definitely deserves that. I really hope it becomes a sleeper summer hit. Becomes one of the most money-making films of the summer. We're going to get some good movies in June that were Sundance hits, like Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl, which is a fabulous movie you should all check out. And you should also check out Dope. Very interesting, very funny, very endearing. I cared about everything that was happening on screen. I can't wait to see it again. Hopefully, some of the times where the message kind of came out and we learn more about what these characters are doing. I hope that come across me a lot better than it did the first time. There's just so much information going by that my little brain couldn't compute all of it. But I got the ultimate message of the movie, and it's very important and very insightful. And for that, I am going to give Dope. I'm going to give the film a solid 3.5 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.